Hello everyone, welcome back to this channel. Today in the series of electronic spreadsheet, which is a topic in part B subject specific skills of IT 402, we will be covering the third chapter, which is linking spreadsheet data. So what exactly is linking spreadsheet data? And what is the need for linking the spreadsheet data? So by now we all are aware that what spreadsheet looks like and how we can feed the data inside it. But there can be a chance when multiple people want to work on the same data from different locations maybe. So in such cases, we can link the spreadsheet together, which allows multiple users sitting at different locations to update the data. So this saves our time, it reduces error, and it improves the data integrity. How to add multiple sheets? So when you open Calc, you'll find that we only have one worksheet by default. This is important, can come in exam as an MCQ, that how many sheets exist in Calc or in a workbook by default. So the answer is 1. And the name of that sheet is sheet 1. When you add another sheet, it will be sheet 2 and then the series continue. So how we can add worksheets in our workbook? It's by clicking on the add sheet button, which you will find this plus sign you'll find at the bottom of the screen when you open Calc. And when you click on this plus sign, it is going to give you the liberty of adding sheets. You can also select the sheet tab. There this option of insert sheet comes. So from there also you can insert sheets. There is a third way of doing the same thing. You just have to right click on the sheet tab at the bottom and then it gives you the liberty to insert sheets from there. So you can just enter the number of sheets you want at once and then those many sheets will be inserted. So I'll practically show you how this is being done. So I am in LibreOffice Calc and at the bottom you can see one single sheet is there. You click on this plus sign to insert more sheets. So as you click, you can see that sheet 2, 3, 4, so many sheets have been added. So the series continues. You can also click on the sheet option, insert sheet, and then you can decide whether you want before the current sheet or after, how many sheets you want, and then if you press OK, one sheet has been inserted. Maybe I want more, so you can increase the number of sheets and then those many sheets have been added. You can also right click on this sheet tab and from here also you can insert the sheet. So again the same thing is coming and you can even type. Okay, you can type here whatever number of sheets you want and then those many sheets will be inserted. Now we all have seen that we can create formulas, we can refer to the cells in the same sheet. But what if I want to relate data from different sheets? So in the same workbook, if I want to create references to other sheets, so there are two ways. One is using a keyboard and the second one is using a mouse. So we will see that how we can do this using a keyboard. So I'll purely be using a keyboard for this. Okay, so this is the data that I have created and different years which have to be added. Total number of tigers will be added state-wise. So you can just observe the addresses of these cells which have to be added and start typing now. Equals to sum, then bracket, we are going to put a $sign in inverted commas. I'm going to mention the sheet name. So you have to write the exact name of the sheet from where the data is being selected and then with the quotes first, and then you can mention the range. So once you mention the range, the sum is going to be calculated. Okay, you can observe that how much when we add these numbers is going to come. 761 is coming at the bottom also you can see. Okay, and if you scroll this down using the fill handle, so the formula will be applied in all the other cells also the same way. So for your reference, I have inserted this formula. So equals to sum, then the sheet in inverted commas, and there is a absolute referencing here. Then we put a dot, that is a period, to mark the difference between the sheet name and the ranges. And then the range can come. So with this you can get a clarity that how the formula has to be written. Now the same thing, how can this be achieved using a mouse? It becomes more easy, I suppose, with the mouse, because we just don't have to type anything, everything has to be selected. So here the sigma symbol is going to give you the sum function, and now you just have to select the cells. Okay, we are not typing anything, automatically the formula gets the range. So you can see the same formula that we've used using a keyboard, the same thing is coming, and now if you drag this down, the same way it is going to be calculated for the other cells also. Now the previous two examples that we have seen, they were creating references to the same workbook. Different worksheets but same workbook. But suppose I want to refer to a cell which is in other workbook, a completely different file. So again we can use these two methods, keyboard and mouse, to create references there as well. So here I have taken two workbooks, workbook 1 and workbook 2. I have changed the color so that you can clearly see the difference. I would be copying the marks of these subjects into the other workbook. For this you need to get the location of the file. This can be done by right clicking, selecting properties, and from here you can get the location of that file. Okay, so wherever you want the data, you can simply come to that cell, and there is a syntax that has to be typed: file, then colons, 3 forward slashes, and then you can copy this address. But now you have to change these slashes to forward slash, and you have to also mention the name of the file, because this is just the folder which is having it. So you'll write the name of that file, okay, workbook1.ods in inverted commas, single inverted commas, and then we put a hash sheet from where that data is coming, dot, and then the range or a single cell. So when you press enter, you can see marks of English have come. You can see the other sheet also and make the conclusion yourself. So we can use fill handle, and this will be done automatically for the other cells also. So you can see that all the marks are same in both the sheets. Now the same thing can be done using a mouse, and I feel that using a mouse is much easier than a keyboard. The same steps, what I'll do is I'll just quickly erase these marks and come to the other sheet. So here I'll be taking, just a second, I'll choose the cell where I want the formula. So you simply select the cell. The other cell which has to be copied, you just click, and you can see that the entire thing, the entire syntax is coming automatically. So the reference has been made, you use the fill handle, and every cell is going to get the data. So it's much easier using a mouse. When studying links, we also come across a topic which is called as hyperlinks. Now hyperlinks you might have seen when you are using internet. Hyperlinks are these colored underlined text, or this can be images also, where if you're going to bring your mouse over those things, over those words or images, your mouse pointer is going to turn into a hand pointer. That means it is clickable. You can click on that link and it is going to take you to some other connected or associated file or web page. Okay, the shortcut for hyperlink is Ctrl+K, important. Okay, so I'll be giving you examples also of hyperlinks. There are basically two types of hyperlinks that we deal with. One is called the absolute hyperlink, and the second one is called as the relative hyperlink. Absolute, as the name suggests, means the full address of the file will be given right from the source, okay, right from the root folder, okay. Whereas relative hyperlink means a partial address is given, just a small portion which is required to give the address. Otherwise, we don't write the complete path of this. A difference can be asked between absolute hyperlink and relative hyperlink. So how to create hyperlinks? So hyperlinks can be created by simply clicking on the Insert tab. From there you can find the hyperlink option. Ctrl K is the shortcut for this. Now let us see practically how this is being done. So you simply click on the Insert tab and hyperlink option. So you'll get this dialog box. From here you can insert hyperlinks. Now let me show you what is the example of a hyperlink. Like when you open Wikipedia on any topic, you'll find these blue words. So when you click on them, something new is opening up, new pages, new web pages opening. Okay, so these are examples of hyperlinks. You have used hyperlinks, but maybe you are not knowing the exact term for this. Okay, so when you open something on Google also, you can find hyperlinks there. So these all are examples of hyperlinks. You can see the hand pointer. Okay, so whenever you click on them, they are going to open something new. We can insert hyperlinks ourselves. Insert hyperlink. 4 ways of doing this. So we will be covering all 4 of them. Let's start with the internet first. You have to give a URL. URL is the address of a website. Uniform Resource Locator. So let's say I'm writing the address for Google. So this is how my hyperlink will look if I'm just going to add the URL. When you click on this, Google is opening. Okay, now what you have to do, you have to again click on hyperlinks, and let's say I'm again typing the same thing, and now we will take it a bit slow. Once you mention the URL, you can also give a text. Text will appear on the cell, okay, like open Google. Now here in the tooltip you can see it says control plus click to open the hyperlink. Okay, so you have to press the control key on the keyboard and then click on the left mouse button. Only then this hyperlink is going to work. The next way of inserting hyperlink is when you want to create mails. Okay, so here you can select the second method and give the email ID of the person whom you want to send the mail to. Subject, you can give a subject for this mail, and you can also mention the text here. So text will be like we can write send feedback. Okay, so this is a place from where you can send feedback using the email. Okay, so this is how my hyperlink is going to appear. Control and click, and this is going to start. But because my settings are such, I can't send the email right away. So if your system has the default mail active, so maybe you're going to get the exact email in front of you created, okay, with the subject. So the next one is how we can insert a hyperlink to open some different document. So you simply select the document option from here, give a path. Now you can either type or you can click on this open file option, and from here you can scroll. Let's say I am having a file named as workbook 1. Now you can simply click, press open. The address will be fetched automatically. You can give a target that in which cell you want the data. You can also write a text here. If I'll be skipping this step, you will see that the address is coming. Now you can bring your mouse to this point, control, and then you just have to move your mouse and then press enter. So this way it's going to open workbook 1. So this is how we can open a file which is already existing in my computer. Now the fourth thing is that if I want to create a new document, so you'll select new document, give a folder where you want to have this new file. Suppose I am saving this in my electronic spreadsheet folder. Also you have to mention the name of that file, that what will be the new name, or I'll say the name of that new file. Okay, so you mention everything, what will be the file type, that also has to be selected. And once you've mentioned everything, if you want, you can add a text here like I'm adding create a new file and press OK. So you'll find that you'll get a hyperlink here. Let me just close this for you once, and then you just have to press control, and then you can see this new file is coming. This is a writer file, so you can observe the writer file opening in front of you with the same name that we had mentioned. Okay, if you click on that folder which we had selected, so you can also see that new file getting saved here. So new file.odt is coming. I saved this previously, the other one. Okay, so this is how you can create new files also. Next is linking to external data. Now there can be a chance that we want to link to some other workbook, but we also want that whenever something gets updated in that file, it should appear in my file also, in my linked file also. So for that, what we have to do, so practically if I could show you that how linking is done. So for this you have to define the range first. Select the data, click on data and click on define range option. Now in your system you might get this add button activated, but otherwise what can be done, you just have to select the range and then give a name to this range. Okay, so let's say I am giving a name here. I'm writing class 10 here, let's say. So this class 10 range has been added. You can simply click on add and then okay. So this range has been given a name. Now you open a new spreadsheet and you click on sheet option, external links. Here you can give the address of that cell, or sorry, the sheet which you want to get the data from. Okay, so again I'll be clicking on first I have to save this file. Okay, now you come to sheet, external links, and now you have to select that file which you had saved. So my file was workbook 1. I've selected that file. As soon as you enter, you'll find the available ranges. Now update after, let's say, every 5 seconds, because I want this to be shown to you. So I'm just selecting a smaller range. So now you can see the data is the same, but if I'm making some changes here, suppose I'm giving marks out of 20s now. So whenever there's a change in the source file, the destination will also get the updation. Okay, so you have to save this file and you'll observe that that file gets updated in the destination also, in the second one also. Okay, if I am making some changes here, okay, now I'm not saving this file for now. You'll not observe that after 5 seconds no updations will take place. So it's important that you save the changes, only then that will be updated. So now you can observe that 5 seconds, 10 seconds have elapsed, but nothing has been done. Okay, so for this you have to click on the save button. So you have to come to the source file and then you have to save this data. So when you save this data, let me just come here and save. So you can see no changes have taken place so far. Click on save, and then when you see that automatically the marks have been updated in the other sheet also. If I make some changes here again, and now when I'm saving it, within 5 seconds the data gets changed in the other sheets also. Again, if I could show you some examples. Okay, so the main point here is that you have to save the data, only then it is going to be updated. Okay, this is an offline way of doing it. You can also use this for websites. Okay, URL of some website can be taken and from there the data can be updated in the spreadsheet. So similarly, you can see that after 5 seconds the change is taking place. The last topic in this chapter is linking to registered data sources. Now for this you need to have some data sources. Click on view and select data sources here. So whatever data sources, databases you have in your system, those will be listed here. Suppose I have student details here. There is a table that has been created here in this database. So you can select everything and drag it down. This way also you can get the data, and now you can do all the manipulation. Similarly, you can also get single row from there. Select the row and drag it down. So single data can also be picked, or you can get the entire table at once. So again, if I had to show you, I'm selecting another sheet, selecting everything that is there in the table and drag it down. Okay, so this is how my data has been selected. Now you can do whatever you want to. You can add something, delete something, or whatever formatting you want, you can do that. So with this, we come to the end of this chapter. If you have any queries, any suggestions, please write them down in the comment section. I'll be glad to read them all and reply to them all. Thank you everyone for watching.